Hello there, you guys. I am back and I want to teach you guys a simple trick that I use to actually sell like a boss, right? So a lot of people think about sales and they think about it in terms of being spammy and actually begging people to buy products, and I really don't like to do it that type of way. Like, if that works for you, that's okay, but I prefer a more consultative role. Okay, so now here's the deal. If you are selling makeup, you need to be selling skincare as well. Those two go hand in hand, right? You can't have a flawless makeup application without having flawless skin, right? Think about it. If you're putting a lot of concealer on to cover up a blemish, why not actually implement a skincare product to remove the blemish, okay? So, you guys, I want to talk to you about this simple little method that I use, and it's pretty much where I'm actually educating people on the benefits of the products. So, for those of you who do not know, I actually do makeovers. I do foundation matching. I pretty much love the beauty industry, so I focus a lot on skincare as well as makeup. But if you're focusing on different aspects of the business, right? Let's say you are in the jewelry business, you also want to be talking about fashion, right? Because you can help someone pick out a necklace to complement that dress or something like that, or whatever the fashion is in the brochure. I just don't particularly look at it that much because it's not my, specialty. So anyway, this past weekend, you guys, I've actually been kind of busy with doing makeovers and helping people find foundations and things like that. I actually have some more planned for the rest of this week. But I want to talk about this one situation that just happened, okay? So this lady reached out to me and she needed help with a foundation, lipstick, and brow products, right? Now, I end up selling her on skincare, foundation, concealer, brow products, mascara, lip liner, lip gloss, lipstick, a beauty blender, or beauty bud, right? So I want to talk to you how I do this in the least spammy salesman type of way. So when you are in this type of industry, you are building relationships with people, and you should actually be listening to what they're telling you, right? Because what they're telling you is going to actually help you find an appropriate solution for them. So when I show up to the actual consultation, or if they come in here, it depends on who they are, okay? But this is what I do. I show up with my bag, okay? And I pull it out and I show the actual products. Now, the first question that I ask, especially if we're doing foundation, do you have anything on your face? Now, most people, you guys, have something on their face simply because I'm not there first thing in the morning. Like, I'm not going to be there at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. So with that being said, they've actually gone about their day. They may have went to work or something like that. So I'm catching them later in the day. So they probably have on a moisturizer or maybe even makeup already. And so what I like to do is, because a lot of people with sensitive skin, and I focus a lot with people with sensitive skin because I have sensitive skin, so I understand their troubles, but a lot of people have sensitive skin. And so I explain, I say, hey, the first thing I want to do is remove whatever is on your face, because when we're dealing with facial products, what's happening is those products can begin to actually sink into the pores. And the more you layer things on top of your face, it sinks down into the pores. And as skin starts to grow over it, or maybe it gets trapped into the pore, depending on how big the pores are or how expanded the pores are, you can actually cause someone to have a breakout. And then a lot of people with sensitive skin, not only do they break out, but sometimes they might have experienced blotchiness and just all type of skin irritation. So I say the first thing I want to do, especially when you're dealing with people's face, is I want to clean your face. Now, as soon as I say that, you guys, guess what they want to do? They understand where I'm coming from, so they immediately lift out of the chair to try to go wash their face. And I say, no, we don't have to do that. What I'm going to use is, I'm actually going to use this micellar. I keep saying micellar, but I don't know. But anyway, I said I'm going to use this micellar water on you. And a lot of people, either they have not heard of it or they have heard of it, but they just never tried it. Now, this is also another benefit to you, is because even for people that are purchasing like drugstore products, you can't try those products. Those products aren't available, right? Like, you can't just walk up to Walgreens or Walmart and just open it up and try it, right? Like, even in the department store, there are limited samples. So one of the good things about us is we can actually allow them to try it and let them see what it feels like. So now my tip, you guys, is I always do a spot test, okay? So I try to stay somewhere like right here behind the ear. I try to stay closer to the face only because certain skin types and skin issues are more prominent with people with skin sensitivities. So for example, your arm might not break out, but your face might break out. So sometimes I try to get a little bit close to the face just to see how the face would actually respond. But I just do a little small test. Now what I do is I take like a little cotton like swab or something, like a cotton whatever, and I just take this and I explain. And then I also explain the benefits, right? So for me, as I said, I have very sensitive skin. Now, I've been working out religiously. I think yesterday made 160 days, and maybe today will make 160 days. I have to actually go check. But I've been working out, and I have the type of skin where if I don't clean my face within 30 minutes of working out, I break out, you guys. So with that being said, I actually explain that to people, especially those who, you know, have sensitive skin. And then I say this is perfect for people who are always on the go, people who like to travel. Now, she just so happens to be a traveler. Like, she's getting ready to go down to Florida on Friday, and then she's going to come back and go to Myrtle Beach, and then she's going to come back and go somewhere else. So I was like, this is perfect, right? Like, even if you just wanted to get like a little travel size bottle and put this in your purse, that way you can clean your face wherever you are, okay? So then anyway, I take it and I just pat it. And I ask, how does that feel? People say, oh, it feels good. It feels really cool. Oh, I like that feeling. Okay, boom. And I'm always explaining what I'm doing, okay? I'm explaining what I'm doing, and I'm going to explain the benefit of what I'm using. So I let them feel the micellar water. Now, that makeup customer just transitioned into a skincare customer, right? So the thing is customer acquisition costs are usually higher than customer retention costs. Like, customer retention costs, you probably paid for that person one time, and maybe you paid for like some little marketing brochures every once in a while, but you're actually getting a return on investment, right? They're continuing to purchase from you. So you want to look for ways to actually upsell to increase that sale, right? Because it's hard to find customers. So when you finally do find a customer, don't be an order taker. Like, that's the difference between a $10 sale and a $60 sale, right? Where they're like, oh, this is what I want, and you don't like do anything to communicate with them and help them find another solution. Like, this could be a win-win situation, right? They're already purchasing from you. So if there is more that they can purchase from you, offer that convenience so that way they don't have to go out to the store to go purchase it. So anyway, before I got sidetracked, what you want to do is you just apply it. Now, as you apply the foundation, right, and they start to talk, ooh, okay, now I want to look at, you see I got a little darkness under my eyes. Okay, well, great. We're going to apply a little bit of concealer, and I always explain. But every time I'm explaining, and guess what I'm doing? As I'm explaining, and they're feeling it, and they see the benefit, they're already making that buying decision in their hand, right? So as I said, I show up to every consultation with my beauty bag. Even if it's for makeup, I always show up with skincare as well, you guys. Now, here's the deal. You do not have to personally invest in a lot of full-size products, okay? Now, you can get this out of the What's New Magalog, where you can get them for 40 and 50% off to use as a demo. But also, there are samples, okay? So now I have the full-size liquid foundations. The reason being is because, like I said, I do makeovers as well. So I do a full face of makeup for people, right? But if you do not have that, that's perfectly okay. You can use the actual samples, okay? So here are a pack of foundation samples, okay? So you can use samples. There are skincare samples. There are moisturizer samples. There are targeted treatment samples. So you can actually show up with these samples and let people try them and tell them, take them home, right? And then if you give them a sample and they decide not to purchase at that very moment, that is perfectly okay. What you want to do is take out your cell phone, your tablet, whatever you have, or a notepad if you carry that. You want to just write that information down, the sample that you gave them, and follow up within 3 to 5 days and say, hey, did you get a chance to try that yet? Now, This is for face-to-face. If I am using social media, you guys, I do the same thing. So let's just say I have someone on my friends list or somebody that's following my business page, and they're interested in receiving a sample from me, you guys. I do the same thing. I might send them a sample, but I'm also going to follow up with them. If they reach out to me for a foundation sample, I'm still going to explain proper skincare, right? Because a lot of people don't like wearing makeup, or they're afraid to wear makeup because they think that their skin is going to break out. And a lot of times it may not necessarily be the actual ingredients in the makeup that's causing the skin to break out, but it's just improper skincare techniques. So I'm always going to be talking about both, okay? But this is how you can build your sales. This is how you can actually get repeat customers. And of course, the more you sell, the more you earn. So that is my tip, you guys. If you are not on my team, but you're actually interested in launching your own beauty business from home, if you already love beauty and you're thinking about making this into a beauty business, if you have people that always reach out to you asking for product recommendations, if you just love teaching people about beauty and you're interested, you guys, there is going to be a link down in the comment or the description box. Okay, click on that to learn more about the business opportunity. And if you're interested in joining, I would love to mentor you. I'll catch you guys on the next one.